गाउने छौं हाम्रो नेपाललाई महालक्ष्मी पेन्ट्स अब रंगिने छ नेपाल।
रियल जमघट जहाँ रियल पार्टी प्याक त्यहाँ स्वास्थ्य र चम्किलो छालाले मात्र भित्रैबाट कोमल र सुन्दरताको अनुभूति दिन्छ। जोय ब्युटिफुल बाइ नेचर।
Bank of the Year 2024 Citizens Bank International Limited, your partner for progress. गोर्खा इको प्यानल, मेरो घर गोर्खा इको प्यानल को भर।
मेरो भान्साको विश्वास, मेरो महारानी, महारानी सुप्रिम र मिठास लङ ग्रेन बासमती राइस। मारुति सिमेन्ट, किया प्रतिरोधी क्षमता भएको।
फाइबर युक्त ज्ञान चक्की आटा, हामीसँग ज्ञान छ, सबैलाई हुने ज्ञान।
Current hot chicken 3x spicy noodles, bold and flavorful.
Proud to be associated with Kantipur News.
Good evening, I'm Sarah Sapsanama. Let's begin with the top stories of the hour. Death toll from Tibet earthquake climbs to 126, 13 injured in Nepal. Government lacking preparedness despite high risk of earthquakes. Prime Minister Oli says Constitution will be amended only after 5 years despite much talks for it. Maoist Center to hold General Convention after a year. Conflict between government and NEA escalates after ministry's demand for clarification from Managing Director Kulman Khising. Experts warn the conflict could affect overall energy sector. And departmental team Nepal Police defeats Bagmati Youth Club 2-0 at the Super League round under ENFA National Women's League. Bagmati winless in 3 consecutive matches. Death toll from earthquake that hit the foothills of the Himalayas at around 9 a.m. local time this morning has climbed to at least 126, with another 188 injured. Rescue workers have continued search for survivors as more than 1,000 buildings have sustained damages in a remote region of Tibet near Everest. A large-scale rescue operation was launched with survivors under additional pressure as temperatures are predicted to fall as low as -16 degrees Celsius overnight. Earthquakes are common in the region, which lies on a major geological fault line, but today's was one of China's deadliest in recent history. The magnitude 7.1 quake, which struck at a depth of 10 kilometers, according to data from U.S. Geological Survey, was also felt in Nepal and parts of India, which neighbors Tibet. China, Tingri County is a popular base for climbers preparing to ascend the world's tallest peak. Everest sightseeing tours in Tingri have been cancelled and sightseeing area fully closed. Shigatse region, home to 800,000 people, is the traditional seat of the Panchen Lama, a key figure of Tibetan Buddhism, whose spiritual authority is second only to Dalai Lama. Eight houses in Solukhumbu and one in Sangkhwa Sabha have sustained damages by the tremors of Tibet earthquake today. An area police office in Sindhupalchok also sustained damages as the impacts were felt across the eastern and mid part of the country. 13 individuals were injured in Nepal, and the Tibet earthquake has brought back memories of large earthquakes in recent years.
It's been 14 months since the 6.4 magnitude earthquake struck Jajarkot. Last month, the same region experienced an earthquake of over 4 magnitude. Around 11 earthquakes of more than 4 magnitude have been felt since mid-December last month. A 5.2 magnitude earthquake struck Bazura's Jagannath rural municipality's Gotre on 21st of December last month. Western Nepal has been experiencing frequent tremors since then.
डर लाग्यो नाना केटाकेटी बुढाबुढी एक ढुङ्गो पढ्यो हामी कसै मरिदैन सर अन्त बाहिर निस्क्यौँ घर त्यस्तै छ पर चिरा फाटेको छ
कार्तिक 17 गते 1 वर्ष पुगेर यहाँसम्म आइसक्यो अहिलेसम्म यही टहरा बाहेक हैन टहरा बाहेक अन्य उपाय खोजे जस्तो पनि हामीलाई लागिरहेको छैन
घर जति पुरा छिया बनिको बनिसकेपछि अहिले हामी गरिब जस्तो हामी गरिबले कहाँ गएर कहाँ बसेर हामीले खाने अब चिसाको सिजन छ अहिले जाडो छ जाडामा हामीले कसरी बसेर के गरेर यो ठाउँमा हामीले दिन काट्ने हो अब यही माथिबाट केही सेवा सुविधा मिल्छ कि भनिकन आश छ.
The tremors of Tuesday's earthquake in Tibet was felt in many parts of Nepal too. This was followed by at least 20 aftershocks every hour.
परकम्प पनि कहिलेकाहीँ के हुन्छ करिब 1 मिनेटको कमाउँदाखेरि ठुलो भूकम्पले जोखिम बनाएका भवनहरू रह्यो भने त्यो सानो भूकम्पले हल भत्काउन गर्न विनाश गर्न सक्छ. तर परकम्प चाहिँ ठुलो भूकम्पभन्दा जोखिमयुक्त चाहिँ मानिँदैन परकम्प अलिक कमै जोखिमयुक्त हो
Nepal is in high risk of earthquakes with small and large earthquakes measured each day. According to the National Earthquake Monitoring and Research Center, since the Nepalese month of Kartik in the year 2079, 2 years ago, Sudur Pashchim and Karnali provinces have recorded more than 3,600 earthquakes of above 4 magnitude. Despite the risk, the government has lacked preparedness.
सामान्य किसिमका भूकम्पहरूलाई त पक्कै पनि हामीले व्यवस्थापन गर्न सक्ने सामर्थ्य राख्छौं तर एकदमै ठूला भूकम्प आयो भने पक्कै पनि हाम्रो तयारी अपुग हुन सक्ने अवस्था त हुन्छ नै सबै कुरामा हामी चाहिँ धेरै उच्च अवस्थामा छैनौं त्यसकारणले हामीले गर्नुपर्ने कुरा धेरै भएको कारणले यो विषयमा चुकेको भन्दा पनि समग्र प्रणाली नै हामीले विकास गर्नुपर्ने अवस्था छ
A study by the government has shown many residential houses and public buildings are at risk of natural disasters. Just around 9.4% of houses are resilient enough as the government studied 30,000 houses across 145 local levels. 51.9% are in need of retrofitting while 11.4% need complete restructuring. The most vulnerable structures are said to be in Manang and Doti.
Chairperson of ruling party CPN-UML, KP Sharma Oli, has said that the constitution will be amended only in the Nepali year of 2087, which is around 5 years away. Premier Oli has said that votes of Nepali Congress and UML will not be enough to reach a majority at the National Assembly to amend the constitution. 1/3 members of the National Assembly are elected every 2 years. Premier Oli has said that since the coalition parties in the government lack a majority, waiting for the National Assembly elections could delay the constitution amendment process until the year 2087. The 3-day Central Committee meeting of the party has passed 14 resolutions, including the need to move ahead with the process of amending constitution in a timely manner with broad understanding and participation to ensure political stability.
र संविधान कार्यान्वयनको वस्तुनिष्ठ समीक्षा गर्दै यसका सबल र दुर्लभ पक्षहरूलाई निर्क्युल गर्ने र संविधानका प्रगतिशील अन्तर्वस्तुहरूको संरक्षण र राजनीतिक स्थायित्वलाई सुनिश्चित गर्ने गरी बृहत समझदारी र सहभागितामा संविधानको समयानुकूल संशोधनको प्रक्रिया अगाडि बढाउन यो बैठक सरकारसँग चाहिँ आग्रह गर्दछ.
Speaking for over an hour at the closing session of the Central Committee meeting, Chair and Prime Minister Oli clarified on the need to take action against former Vice Chair of the party, Bhim Rawal. Oli informed the leaders that Rawal had distanced himself from party activities for a prolonged period, supported rival parties instead of his own, and acted against party interests by not adhering to its principles. During the meeting, leaders also raised concerns with Oli regarding disciplinary actions against business person Min Bahadur Gurung and 3 other party leaders.
पार्टीले जे निर्णय गरेको छ त्यो निर्णयलाई सबैले बोक्ने र यथार्थता जे हो त्यो बताउने. पार्टी कारबाहीको विषयको यथार्थता के हो र अहिले उठाइएका जति विषयवस्तुहरू छन् ती सबैका सन्दर्भमा पार्टीले गरेका निर्णय जे हुन् त्यो निर्णयको आधार सहित पार्टी पन्थीलाई स्पष्ट गर्ने र जनसमुदायलाई स्पष्ट पार्ने भन्ने निर्णय भएको छ.
त्यो के कारणले गर्दा पार्टीले निर्णय गर्यो भन्ने ठाउँमा हामीले पर्याप्त छलफल गरेका छौं र पार्टीले कुनै पनि निर्णय गर्दाखेरि त्यसका सम्भावित परिणामहरू जे देखा पर्छन् ती परिणामहरू के हुन सक्छन् भन्ने विषयमा समेत केन्द्रित भएर हामीले छलफल गरेका छौं र नेतृत्वबाट हामीले जवाफ पाएका छौं.
Chair and Prime Minister Oli addressed the concerns of leaders, saying that it was not just UML but other parties have also acquired land from business persons. The meeting also resolved to form a mechanism to investigate corruption cases and ensure transparency in the process. The party has mobilized its leaders and workers with the goal of making UML the largest party in the next election. The meeting also called on former members to return to the party. Now, CPN Maoist Centre has announced plans to hold a general convention in a year's time. The party's Central Committee meeting also decided to launch a 6-month political campaign before the convention. Party's Chair Pushpa Kamal Dahal announced the plans for a 6-month political campaign followed by a Central Committee meeting in the Nepali month of Asar to transform the current committee into a convention organizing body. The campaign will also serve as preparation for the convention with feedbacks collected from the public.
छ महिना अभियान र 6 महिना अभियान सकिसकेपछि 6 महिनापछिदेखि महाधिवेशनको प्रक्रिया सुरु गर्ने कुरामा सहमति भएको छ। अब अभियानमा चाहिँ जनतासँग माओवादी भन्ने नाराका साथ अभियान चलाउने निर्णय भएको छ। यो नयाँ पहल कदमी समाजवादका लागि एउटा कोसे ढुङ्गा हुनेछ भन्ने छ। जब सब मोर्चाहरूको सबैको सम्मेलन 6 महिनाभित्र गर्ने भन्ने भएको छ।
CP in Mao Centre has demanded the government begin winter session of the parliament and provincial assemblies immediately, accusing the government of bypassing the parliament through ordinances and pushing the country towards a two-party dictatorship. The Central Committee meeting also criticized alleged politicization in institutions like Nepal Electricity Authority and 3-1 University. The party has called for conclusion of the remaining peace process. It also criticized the government for protecting those involved in cooperative fraud case, neglecting good governance, ignoring the issues of loan sharks and failing to address border disputes. And in this context, in our Public Voice segment, we've asked in several provinces how much discussion have political parties conducted when it comes to addressing the public's issues. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
जनताको विषयमा छलफल गरेको वा जनताप्रति चाहिँ दलले चासो धेरै चाहिँ देखाएको मलाई लाग्दैन।
राजनीतिक दलका नेताहरू चाहिँ खै कसका नेता भए नीतिका नेता भए कि आफ्ना व्यक्तिगत स्वार्थका निम्ति नेता भए, जनताका नेता भएर जनताको स्वार्थको निम्ति लडेका नेताहरू अलि कमै भयो।
कुनै पनि पार्टीको त्यस्तो मैले चाहिँ कहीं पनि मञ्च कहीं छलफल भएको त्यस्तो मैले के पाएँ।
चुनावी माहौल जब आउँछ त्यतिखेर कुराहरू आउँछन्, यस्तो गर्छौं त्यस्तो गर्छौं सबै कुरा आउँछन् त्यहाँ। जब चुनाव सकिन्छ सारा ठण्डा हुन्छ।
कुनै पनि राजनीतिक दलले छलफल गरेकै पाउँदैन। छलफल भएको भए त विकासको कार्यहरू अगाडि बढ्थ्यो।
आफ्नो साटामा पुगेपछि त्यो सबै जनताको पुरै दुखहरू यस्तै बिर्सिन्छन्।
राजनीतिक दलहरूले जनसरकारको बारेमा पटक्कै काम चाहिँ गरेको छैन।
ठुलो जन वादा गरेर जान्छ। चुनाव चाहिँ जितेपछि उहाँहरूले चाहिँ कुनै चाहिँ सरकार चाहिँ कुनै चाहिँ विकासको कुरा कहिलेसम्म पनि उहाँले गर्नुहुन्न।
राजनीतिक दलले छलफल गर्न चाहेको भए देश कहाँबाट कहाँ पुग्थ्यो।
राजनीतिक दलहरूले यस विषयमा कहिले पनि समीक्षा अन्तर्क्रिया गरेको देखे मैले बुझेको छैन।
सत्तामा जाने र चाहिँ संसदहरूको जोडघटाउ गर्ने, जनताहरूलाई चाहिँ झुक्याएर मत माग्ने यस्तैमा बढी चाहिँ हाम्रो देशको राजनीतिक दलहरू चाहिँ बढी क्रियाशील भएको अथवा समय व्यतीत गरेको पाउँछ।
Now, the conflict between government and the Nepal Electricity Authority (NEA), which began with the issue of outstanding dues of dedicated and trunk line, has escalated, with Energy Minister demanding for clarification from the Managing Director of NEA, Kulman Gising. Gising, meanwhile, has stood firm on his stance. Experts warn the current scenario will not augur well for the overall energy sector.
The conflict between Energy Minister Deepak Khadka, who has previously served as chairperson of Nepal Electricity Authority Board, and the incumbent managing director of the authority, Kulman Gising, has grown further in recent time. Minister Khadka has alleged Gising of disobedience and acting against the dignity of his post, and demanded clarification for the third time. Earlier on 8th of October, the ministry had demanded a 15-point clarification from Gising concerning performance evaluation and procurement tender for transformers and electrical wires. 3 weeks later, the ministry once again demanded for another clarification from him. Dissatisfied with the previous clarifications, the ministry on Monday asked Gising why he should be allowed to continue to serve in the position. Due to daily disruptions in supply of electricity, industries are forced to halt their production.
विगत 5-6 महिनादेखि कुनै पनि नीतिगत विषयवस्तुहरुमा छलफल हुन सकिरहेको छैन। अहिले हिउँदमा बिजुली हामीसँग पर्याप्त नभएका कारण हामीले इन्डियाबाट लिएर आउनुपर्ने, त्यसमा पनि समयमा उसले बिजुली नदिएको, थुप्रै नीतिगत विषयवस्तुहरुमा छलफल, परामर्श र नीतिगत निर्णयहरु हुनुपर्नेमा एउटा आफ्नो व्यक्तिगत इगो साधिएको जस्तो देखिने गरी जसरी नेतृत्वमा टकराव देखिएको छ, यो बिल्कुलै गलत छ र यसले समग्र ऊर्जा क्षेत्रलाई र समग्र राज्यको अर्थ प्रणालीलाई नै असर गरेको
Energy promoters, meanwhile, are looking forward to additional power purchase agreements, which calls for coordination between the two entities. The industrial scenario, meanwhile, has been aggravated by India's hesitancy in providing electricity other than the solar hour.
PPA खोल्ने कुरा अथवा कनेक्सन एग्रीमेन्टलाई सुधार गर्ने कुरा
यी धेरै विषयहरू चाहिँ मन्त्रालय र प्राधिकरणको बीचको नेतृत्वमा समन्वय नहुँदाखेरि समस्या भएको छ र यसले समग्र ऊर्जा क्षेत्रलाई प्रभाव पारिहाल्छ नै।
Various studies have shown political interference as the main reason for the collapse of Nepali organizations. This calls for the government to draw a healthy line as it keeps watching on organizations, especially ones like the Nepal Electricity Authority that has in recent time been expanding operations and contributing to the national economy.
It is time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before today's question, let's take a look at the results from yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we asked you, what should the provincial governments do to make the investment summit a success? 56% voted for option A, ensure investment-friendly environment, 36% for B, select good projects, and 8% for C, coordinate with the federal government. Yesterday's question, why has the dispute between Ministry of Energy and Nepal Electricity Authority NEA escalated? Your options are A, power tussle, B, interference on part of the minister, and C, dissident NEA. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us.
Sports News.
Nepal Police Club has defeated Bagmati Youth Club 2-0 in the Super League round of ENFA National Women's League. With the win, Police has climbed atop the points table. Bagmati, meanwhile, failed to chalk out a win for third straight game. In the match played in ENFA complex in Sadobato, Niru Thapa and Pooja Rana each found the net to give Police victory over Bagmati. Niru opened Police's account in the 9th minute, while Pooja locked the score at 2-0 win with 8 minutes remaining. Police are at the top of the league standings with 2 wins and 1 draw from 3 matches. Prior to this, Police had defeated Walling Municipality 5-0 and played a goalless draw with Army. Bagmati are at the bottom of the table with no points. They had lost to Army 2-0 and APF 5-1 ahead of today's match. That is all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.